Okay, excellent, excellent. All right, what does Lavina need to know about her career? So while I'm doing this, I'm just letting you all know that I have a $97 what I call a discovery special for you all to get a taste of um, the work I do with dragon channeling, a dragon journey. It all depends on what they decide, and that's a 30-minute session. And you also get another 30-minute session of shamanic tarot reading. The appointments can be split into two, because the dragon session is pretty powerful, and it's only $97. That's two-thirds of the normal price. So that's why I call it a discovery special, people. Okay? All right. So Lavina. Oh, I haven't gotten this card in a long time. Well, Lavina, it looks as if things are going very well for you career-wise. You are okay. Excellent. Yeah, you seem to be on track, because I get let's see, oh, something else is in the works. I'm going. Don't mind this top piece. The dog did that. He was just blessing it for everyone. This is Nine of Sea, Lavina, and this is a great card. This is a great card, and it tells me that you are making some changes in your life, which is positively impacting your career. Are you planning on changing jobs, or did you get a promotion, or is a promotion in the works? Because whatever it is, girl, this is good. This is excellent, actually. See where my fingers are? Let me hold it closer to the camera. These clear blue areas, they all signify that the passageways are all open and it is free and clear, Lavina, for you to go forward. There are no hindrances whatsoever in the way. Communication, as I think I recall telling you last week perhaps, Lavina, this is where, well, you are doing something, or you are thinking of something, or you are clarifying your thoughts, Lavina, because this is saying victory and success, wishes granted after a turbulent time. The time is now. Do not hesitate any longer. You will feel comforted and satisfied. You are tapping into your intuition. If you look at the card well, okay, in the camera it may look blue. However, that is not a blue. I'm talking about the darker color. That is purple. And that means that you, my dear, oh, excuse me, that wasn't sleepiness. That was expelling energy. And this means that you have decided to take your life into your own hands. You are feeling good physically. You're feeling quite content. What you need to do to take you forward, Lavina, is to look at the strengths that you have and be glad for them. Life really is abundant, and gratitude is absolutely essential to assist you in moving forward. This is what this is all about. This is what this card is all about. You're good to go. Ah, you see? Now you tell me you're changing the job. This is what this card represents. You have to focus on your communication, though. It's a bit laggy. And when I say laggy, I mean that sometimes you are not clear in what you say or how you respond to things. And when you realize from people's reaction, because you are very intuitive, when you realize, Lavina, from people's reaction that it doesn't look as if they understood, or it doesn't look as if you were clear, Do not ask the person if you were clear. You simply go to the person or people or group and say, I just want to clarify myself because perhaps I feel that perhaps I wasn't clear. So let me just restate what I said and say it in a different way. That's my advice to you. Okay, Lavina? All right, so Lori. Lori. What does Lori need to know for her highest good? What does Lori need to know for her highest good? Okay. What does Lori need to know for her highest good? Alrighty. What does Lori need to know for her highest good? Lori, how are you there? You know, ladies, I just want to tell you, while I look for, see what Dreamdust has to say to Lori. Well, Lori, a card just popped out there, and it's a pretty tough card. So I'm going to look, so I'm going to ask for another card for you right away, and then we'll go through it. Yes, ladies, what I want to share with you, because I do focus on women almost exclusively, however, I do have male clients. I am a divine architect. I create, design soul maps for women to navigate their journey on their way to themselves, on their way home. So let me rephrase that. I am a divine architect, and listen to this carefully, Lavina. I am a divine architect, and I design soul maps for women in particular, but like I said, I do have male clients, to navigate the path home to themselves. All of this work involves some type of coaching, and the spiritual part, it's all spiritual for me actually, involves work with dragon, whether it be channeling or journeying. Lori, what does Lori need to know right now? What else after this other card does she need to know? Oh, fantastic! Oh gosh, okay. You couldn't get a better card, girl. Okay, Lori, so here we go. Let me make sure that all comments are... Alright, Lori, my dear. This is a major arcana card. It is the illusion card. And this card tells me, and what number is it? It's number 15. And this card tells me that you, my dear, need to drop the scales from your eyes. Those are exactly the words that I heard. I don't know what's going on with you, but you seem to be caught up in something, or you are feeling stuck, or you are being controlled by negativity. That's not good at all. All right, so it feels like a forgetfulness of spirit, as if you don't think that you have guides, as if guides are not there to support you, as if you're afraid that the worst could happen, as if you have no support, and you are just going along feeling angry, a violent kind of angry, but you're holding it inside because what you want may not be coming to pass exactly as you desire it. My dear, you have the power to overcome your fear and despair, but you have to choose to break free of the illusion. The illusions are usually some sort of addiction, And I am not necessarily talking about drugs. The illusions, that's interesting. I have never done this before. So, what are you hearing or not hearing? Perhaps you need your ear rung. Perhaps you need a bell pulled to wake you up. Are you hearing things, Lori, that throw you off track? Are you hearing things that, hi Myra, Lori, what are you hearing that is disturbing you? Or more likely, what are you hearing that seems to be pointing you onto a path, fruitless path, a fruitless road? This card represents the bone road. In the other tarot decks, it's hell. So someone told me, because I don't use the other tarot decks. I don't like that old-fashioned deck that everyone that's been there since whenever. This road, this bone road, is a very hard road. It's extremely difficult. Myra, if you have a specific question, please type it in the chat, and I shall answer as soon as I finish with Lori. Okay? So, it could be addiction to self-doubt. It could be addiction to overeating because you are doubting yourself. It could be addiction to listening to other people. It could be addiction to asking other people for their opinion. When you, me, and everyone else already have the answers inside of us, we simply need to tap in, go into meditation, and meditation basically is just a quiet space, okay? It's nothing about sitting cross-legged, etc., etc., unless that is how you meditate. You can also go walking, you can also do free dance, you can also listen to music and let it transport you and take you into that quiet space. Meditation is just becoming quiet. It's just becoming still, or find something on YouTube that will help you. Wow, girl. Okay. Don't you think you should have a session with me, Lori? I think you should, you know. PM me. PM me. We'll talk. I just got a thing here. We'll talk, Lori. Because so many people are spamming us when we are on, Facebook does not advise us to put in our PM address here. So my PM address, Lori, is m.me/Soul Dancer White Dragon, no spaces. Okay? Drop me a PM. And all of you ladies who are on here, I hope all of you liked my page. Myra, if you haven't liked my page yet, please go like my page. I am sure that yes, Lori. So, this illusion card, to continue, whatever is going on, as you say, it is adding fuel to the fire. It is making your despair worse. It is eating you up. The thing is, though, that you want things. Yes, you want things. I want to live like everybody else. I want to have it all, whatever all is for you. But honey bunny, you gotta examine the value of life. What kind of life do you want to live? And this is the spiritual aspect, because when you get clear on the spiritual aspect, this is what's gonna happen. Windstar, Windstar. This is the response, Lori. This is telling you that you are full of potential, not it. You are full of potential. This is my favorite card in the deck. You are so full of possibilities, and your potential is unlimited, that the pink tower represents you. And you see this magnificent yellow corona? That is the light of spirit. You literally blow the top off. You literally blow the top off when you go in and tap in to get clarification. And Dragon just said, I can definitely help you with that. Dragons are magical creatures. I think you all, there's no such thing as a reconciliation card, Myra. So I will ask a question on your behalf, okay? Which is reconciliation on the cards. I'll take that question. All right. So, yeah, Lori, it does feel urgent, doesn't it? Yeah. PM me, and when I get off here, Lori, I will contact you. But this, however, is where you will get to once you clear out that SHIT. Okay? I know you feel as if everything is collapsing, and it is. Because this is time, honey bunny, for the new to come in. This is all about wind, because the wind is all about thoughts. But once you start revving up because you've gotten rid of the garbage, that is when everything is going to start to rise, 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 rise. You're going to feel as if you're flying. You just can't believe it after all that crap that you went through. Wind starts is all about raw power, pure potential, help with the grace of spirit, clear intellect and vision. And you do have a clear intellect when you're on the ball. There, here, you can defend your ideas and win. No one will be able to block you, stop you, put roadblocks in your path. You're just gonna ride over them or go around the side, but preferably, as far as I'm concerned, ride over them. All right? So, Lori, drop me a PM and I'll get back to you. This is huge, and I'm not, well, yeah, I was going to say, I'm not going to blow my own horn, but yes, I shall. I am very, very good. I am a phenomenal shamanic tarot reader. However, you do need a double-barreled approach, Lori. There is something that has to be cleared that is causing you to remain in this container. It's literally as if something or someone or events, and this is old, have contained you in something here, and events are telling you that's where you're caught, and consequently there's something deep to be cleared at the core, and that is where Dragon can help you, which is why they told me to create this $97 discovery special. Because yes, I'm a phenomenal shamanic tarot reader, and while I can get answers from source when there is a situation like yours, Lori, we can go in and do some big work in 30 minutes. Okay, so Lori, what you do is, it's on Facebook. Well, you could type it in any browser. It's m.me/Soul Dancer White Dragon. No spaces. Okay? In fact, I pinned the link in the comment there. Okay? Alright, so Myra, you are next. Will husband be back to me again? Is Myra's question. Myra wants to know if her husband will come back. Okay. So let's see. Myra wants to know if her husband will return. Myra, I have not forgotten you. I'm dealing with your question right now. Myra wants to know if her husband, you're welcome, Lori. Myra wants to know if her husband will return. Okay. Alright, Myra. Well, Myra, I don't know who, this is an interesting card. It's the seahorse. And the seahorse is saying you got to run with your imagination, Myra. You can have anything you want. Your laughter is infectious. I know it seems an odd response to your question. However, bear with me. This card is all purple with some light blues in it. And seahorse. And basically, seahorse is saying that you need to relax. You need to go with the flow. You need to have fun. You need to truly relax and appreciate life. Okay? It's either you are the dreamer, you have one foot in the physical world and one foot in the spiritual world. You tend to act on your creativity and you know what you want to create out of it. This is not understood by many people. In fact, many people don't understand you for this reason, Myra. However, Myra, you got to take action. You need to expect someone or something new that you will find meaningful or interesting. What does that tell you, girls? I don't think that the two of you are gonna get together again. Not the way you would like. Things only happen for a particular time period, and sometimes we don't understand it when relationships break up. You, Myra, have been constantly misunderstood by your partner. You are also misunderstood by other people, but he does not understand you at all. Now, it's true. Men do not understand women at all because we function on our intuition. Hello, Trisha. We function on our intuition. Trisha, I'll get to you right after this reading. And that's right, Myra. It will not be let me put it this way. The return, the getting back together will not be in the way that you wish. It is time to begin to live as you truly desire. You need to dance in your creativity. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. You need to let go of all the things that you've been holding on to. You need to allow your imagination to flow. There is something here for you, Myra, that you are ignoring. And what you are ignoring is not to your highest interest. While I am sure I've never been in, yes, I have been in the situation that this is painful and you have to work through it, there is a bigger picture here. You probably don't want to hear this right now, but you need to let it flow. You need to leave it alone. That's what you need to do. You need to leave it alone and go with the flow, work with your imagination. You need to work, you need to be creative and let things flow and work for the best. There is definitely someone new who will be coming into your life, someone new, someone interesting. Yes, it's a new man. I don't know if it's, you see, you want to jump to love. Myra, my dear, it sounds as if you are ignoring everything that I just said before. You cannot jump from one man to the next. You will never be happy because you will keep creating the same situation over and over when you haven't dealt with your crap. Okay? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Focus on your creativity, dance, flow, and allow nature to take its course. This is really important. Okay? Alright, so Trisha, I hope that helps, Myra. Trisha, what does Trisha need to know for her highest good? Myra, go like my Facebook page, please. Facebook.com/Soul Dancer White Dragon, no spaces. I would like everyone to like my Facebook page so that way I can rise in the, so that way I could get more people to know about me. I would really appreciate that, everybody. Thank you in advance. Alright, so what does Trisha need to know for her highest good? You're very welcome, Myra. Let me make sure I'm saying the name right. Yes, Trisha Donaldson. Okay, so Trisha, what does Trisha need to know for her highest good? What does Trisha need to know for her highest good? Well, I hope what I said helped her, Myra. I really do. You're a stubborn woman, you know. Because you insist you know, things have to be this way and you want to see it this way, but life is not like that, you see. Because a lot of times when things are happening in your life, we cannot see around the bend in the river to know what's around the corner. And it's only when we allow ourselves to go with the flow, you know, only then, in hindsight, when we finally get to the smooth sailing that we understood or understand that what happened was necessary. And we humans tend to fight like crazy with these things. Alright? So, Trisha, what does Trisha need to do for her highest good? Well, Trisha, my dear, I got the Justice card for you, Trisha, number 11. And it tells me that you got some stuff going on there, girl. You're fighting a battle. And you need to see things clearly. You need to, you see how I'm drawing back the card, Trisha? You need to take a step back. You need to take a step back and become the observer of the situation that you are tangled in and see it. Only when you take a step back will you be able to see it clearer. Because right now you are not seeing everything the way you should, Trisha. This is the Justice card, and this card is a major arcana card. Okay? Which means that it is even, the message is even more significant. I want you to look at it really, really well. That red tree is what you need to be, how you need to become. Notice, see where my fingers are? The stance, that is the stance of power that you need to take, Trisha, in order to deal with uncertain situations or things that you don't know about or you are unsure about. Which means you have to take a balanced approach. Let me read what the card said, and I just had an idea that I'll tell you about, Trisha. So this Justice card says you need to take a balanced approach. You need to use wise judgment to discern what is best. And Trisha, you can only discern what is best when you take a step back and you become the observer. Okay? When that happens, you will be able to act in You will be able to act with clarity because you will have clarity of thought. When you have clarity of thought, you will have clarity of purpose. And here is my suggestion that was um, taught to me by my mentor recently, actually. And what he said was, Trisha, and this is for anyone else who is on, a situation is uncertain. You don't know how the results are going to be. You know what you want the results to be. But you don't know how it's going to turn out because it is not up to you. What you do is you think back to a situation where you were in power, you were on the ball, you were absolutely certain, you knew how that whatever it was going to turn out. So focus on that particular situation or event in your life. Everybody has one and more than one. When you get it, you stand. Yes, you stand up. When you stand, you take 3 deep belly breaths. Don't breathe in your chest for your breast to rise. You breathe deep into your belly. You feel that breath coming right up from the earth into your legs. You breathe out and you breathe 3 times. And then you focus on that certainty in that past situation. And you feel it. You stand there and you feel it until you feel the emotion of that certainty. When that happens, that is when you get clear. And that is when you know, this is what this red tree is telling you. You're going to take a balanced approach and be grounded. This is what this red tree symbolizes. And what happens is, when you are grounded, when you are solid, that is what that breathing technique and the focus on the last period of certainty that you had, where you know you were kick-ass girl and you could take on anything and anybody because you knew what the situation was going to be and it turned out exactly like that. Remember that. Breathe it into your body. Stand with your feet like that, absolutely sure and certain and in your power. Certainly, Jeanette, when it is done, yes, when you have that, then you can make a decision from that point going forward, even though you are not in control of the decision by whomever is involved. You can also use this same technique when you are in a group, or when, you know, I just had an image of being called to the bar, called to the stand, having to testify in a courtroom. Think of it like that. When you are faced in uncertain situations, you do not know how, you are nervous or whatever it is, get rid of the nervousness this way. It works every time. I tried it. Okay, I did it. It works. And this is how you get a feeling of certainty in an uncertain position. And not only that, everyone sees that stance of confidence, because that is what you are going to project. Okay, Trisha? All right, my dear. Next is Jeanette. And from there, expect a fair decision, Trisha, in your favor. That is a beautiful technique and it works every single time. Jeanette, what does Jeanette need to know for her highest good? What does Jeanette need to know for her highest good? What does Jeanette need to know for her highest good? I should have, because they keep advising me, you know, to have this thing away, more away from me so that my hands can be seen as well, and and I just realized I had it too close. Well, okay, so, what else? You're very welcome, Trisha. All right, so Trisha and Jeanette, Please like my page, facebook.com/Soul Dancer White Dragon, no spaces. I need all the likes that I can get. And if you all friend me, then, well, if you like the page, you will be in the loop. Because I do videos almost every day. Not necessarily readings, but just to share things that I consider everyday spirituality, and perhaps something, because I am a catalyst, and perhaps a divine catalyst, and perhaps something will change something for you. Alright, so Jeanette, what does Jeanette need to know for her highest good? Jeanette, my dear, you are crossing swords with someone, you are not getting along with someone, and this is causing some, the word I heard in French is désarroi, disturbance, emotional disturbance, psychic disturbance, mental disturbance. So let me draw you a second card one time, right away, Jeanette, so that I'll read the two cards for you at the same time. Beautiful. Okay. So, Jeanette, the first card is Two of Wind. See those cross swords? Baton, as we say in French. It's telling me that you are at cross purposes with someone. That's what this is telling me. You are at cross purposes with someone, and it is not, and it has you quite upset. Alright? The wind in the card. The wind word is all about thoughts. Your thoughts are thinking you, my dear. And when thoughts are thinking us, it never goes well. Why? Because our thoughts, I was going to say every, but our thoughts are liars. Because we base our thoughts on our emotions. And when we base our thoughts on our emotions, they're usually wrong. No one is a mind reader. No one is a mind reader. Okay? And this here is the problem. Communication is really going at cross purposes. And that is causing a feeling of indecision in you, Trisha. No, not Trisha, Jeanette, sorry. This is causing a feeling of indecision. You don't know which way to turn. Two of Wind. Two is all about balance, and you are definitely not balanced, darling. Okay? You have a challenging decision to make. This is what the card says. You have to call a pause or a truce in the situation. You gotta face it. There is no other way to deal with it. And you have to use your intuition to gain deeper insight. The blue is all about communication. And that's why I spoke about talking at cross purposes. Yeah. This is important if you want to go ahead, my dear. If you want to move forward, you do have to call a truce. Something just got up my nose. What got up your nose, Jeanette? Something has gotten up your nose, and it's got you really bugged out. Really bugged out. You do have to use your intuition to decide how you want to go forward. Your choice doesn't have to be difficult, but you do have to trust that what you know without knowing how you know is for your highest good. Alright? So you need to cut through the confusion by staying calm and asking Spirit to guide you to the right answer. This is what is necessary. Absolutely. This pink in the card is all about heart. Can you see that beautiful pink there where my finger is? It's all about heart. That's where you need to tap in. When I get these kind of cards, I usually pull a second card for the person. And in this case, my dear, you got 3 of C. 3 of C can be held this way. It can even be upside down or right side up. See it clearly. Alright? C is all about emotions. I'm getting a lot of emotions here today. 3, you still have something, you still feel as if you have a bug up your nostril. Something you're smelling ain't right. Is it fishy? Hey, Jeanette? This is the response. You need to go celebrate, my dear. You see those 3 golden orbs? Think of it as the goddess and spirit, because 3 is all about, oh, this thing is blocking me. 3 is the number that says ascended masters are with you. They are present. The magnificent purple and all of this here. Oops. All of this here is purple. Although on the screen I can't really, you might not be able to tell. It's important, Jeanette. You need to know love. You have to accept boundaries. You have to accept, yes, have to reflect and accept how you couple with children, adults, friends, pets, co-workers. This card, oh, no, this is not right. What am I saying? 3, yes, oh, I apologize. 3 of C. 3 of C is all about celebration. I wanted to see if there was something else that I was missing. This card is a card of community. And I'm hearing very strongly, Jeanette, that you need to sing your soul song. You need to go down to the beach, to the lake, to the river, and you need to sing that song, sing your heart out, sing your soul out, girl, and let it all flow into the river, which will take it where it needs to go, heal it, and return it to you in a different form. Because this card is a card of community, 3 of C, what is very important here is that you connect with others in your community. You're a lovable soul. People appreciate you. And it is time for you to reconnect and get the support that you need, want, and desire right now. It's a comforting feeling. Relax and indulge. What else does the card have to say? You know, community is a form of abundance, you know, because not everyone has it. So this is something you do need to appreciate and enjoy and be grateful for, Jeanette. All right there? And that, ladies, is, it's not all lemons, you know, Jeanette. No, it's not all lemons. Don't think of it like that. You have to take a different view. You do have to take a different view, my dear. All right? So go out and dance with your sisters in your community and celebrate, connect. And if you like drumming, did you hear that siren? Wake up. Wake up. That's the alarm bell. Don't allow yourself to sink any further or any deeper, Jeanette. All right there? So, I'm at the 47-minute mark. Ladies, do go like my facebook.com/soul dancer white dragon. I am a divine architect and I design soul maps for women to find their way home to themselves. It always involves our magical dragons. I channel dragons. And it's a life changer. Whichever way you go, there is no one solution because each of you are unique and you will have a unique experience dealing with your blockage, crisis, difficulty, challenge of the moment. So I see no one else is on here, and consequently, you're very welcome, Jeanette. So, and consequently, I think I'm gonna say ciao and end the video. Okay. Oh, and Jeanette, I forgot. Let's see. Jeanette, Trisha, I have a $97 special. It's in the pinned post here. And it's a discovery special. For you to see how Dragon works, it's a 30-minute session. And there's also a 30-minute Shamanic Tarot reading as well. That's a huge deal. Take advantage of this discovery special. And on that note, my beautiful souls, I'm gonna say ciao.